Psalm 117 is the shortest chapter of the Bible. In just 2 verses, it tells us 3 times to praise the Lord. It tells us why, too. Because his love for us is great and steadfast, and his faithfulness will continue forever. The love and faithfulness of God will never change. Praise the Lord. There were a couple of interesting things in Psalm 116 I wanted to look at. Verse 10 says, I believed, even when I spoke, I am greatly afflicted. It's human to have a reaction. I am greatly afflicted. But at the same time, hold on to the lasting truth. I believe. I pray that my reactions will honor the Lord. I don't want to cry out in distress before remembering I believe, though that is still the case sometimes. And sometimes the Lord is my first thought. Praise the Lord. Verse 7 goes along with this thought of negative reaction and then falling back on belief. Verse 7. Return, O my soul, to your rest, for the Lord has dealt bountifully with you. Remember the Lord's abundant goodness, his faithful provision, and return to your state of rest. Our soul's rest is our trusting in our salvation. Salvation has a name. It's Jesus. We can sink into his arms, lean back on his chest, and rest. He's got us. Let him have you. The psalm starts out, I love the Lord because. Why do you love the Lord? Go ahead, start listing the reasons. The psalmist points out specifically that he loves the Lord because the Lord hears him. In 1 John we have a wonderful promise for those whom the Lord hears. 1 John 5:14 and 15 says, And this is the confidence that we have toward him, that if we ask anything according to his will, he hears us. And if we know that he hears us in whatever we ask, we know that we have the requests we ask of him. Although I would say we should love the Lord because of who he is, not what he does for us, it is natural to have a love response to the Lord for the things he does for us. He hears and answers our prayers. Praise the Lord, and give him all your love.